Open ear earphones that sit atop your ears? Let's check these out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out this. This is the Avantree RESOLVE. They're wired open ear earphones. What the heck's an open ear earphone? It's basically like an earbud that sits on top of your ear instead of going into your ear. Now, going into your ear is a pretty common design, and there is a ton of different products out there that do that. But for a lot of people, it's very uncomfortable. It can create some weird differentiation and pressure, and it's just not always the right solution for everyone. Enter the RESOLVE. Now, what Avantree has done here is they've said, let's do a simple basic design, but let's have them designed to sit over your ear instead of in your ear. So let's start with an unboxing. Comes with very brief instructions and a warranty card. It has a 2-year warranty. That's pretty sweet. And it comes with the safety and warnings, the longest document in the box. And then there's actually the unit itself. As I said, these are wired, so they plug in, so you don't need to worry about Bluetooth. There's no pairing, no hassle at all. In fact, they are incredibly easy to work with because they just have, let me just undo the little twisties here. They just have a 3.5 millimeter jack. So as long as you have a device that has 3.5 millimeter, like this Google Pixel 5a, which has an audio jack on the top, then literally I plug it in, done. That's all I need to do. I don't need to do pairing. I don't need to worry about compatibility. Boom, it just works. Now I have the 2 earpieces. And let's see, so this one is left. So I'm going to basically just put it over my ear, and that's it, done. So as you can see, it sits atop your ear, and you might need to adjust it just a tiny bit to get the optimal positioning. Then I do the other one, again, just over my ear. And I will just say up front that this is not going to be the same audio quality as if you had some, fancy multi-$100 earbuds that were designed to give you true audiophile reproduction. The problem with those is when you're outside, you can't hear anything else. So if you're walking your dog and someone comes up behind you, you don't know until you have that slight anxiety of like, where'd you come from, right? So these are designed to let you hear the environment around you. Now, they have 20 to 20,000 hertz frequency response. They are 23 ohm, and they have this terrific inline control somewhere here. Here it is. And this control gives you everything that you need. Pause, play, answer a phone call, hang up a phone call, next track, previous track, and perhaps most importantly, there's a built-in microphone too. So if you want to be on a phone call, the microphone is sitting right by your mouth with no hassle. Not only that, but they thought this through, so there's a tiny little inline clip too. So I can easily clip it to my shirt, for example. And now I know that that wire is going to stay where I want it to. Really, really handy. So let's see. So these are the secure fit ear hooks, as they call them. And they actually are pretty high privacy because you can hear it, but someone would have to be pretty darn close to your ears for them to be able to hear it too. Unless you have it on maximum volume, which you probably shouldn't do, then you're going to be able to hear the podcast, the phone call, the audiobook, the music you're listening to, and no one else is going to be able to tell, even if they're really close. In terms of the cable, let me unclip it. And this is 48 inches long. So it is long enough, as you can see, that I could plug my phone in and then leave my phone in my back pocket or something if I want to go for a walk. That'll work perfectly well. And these are so light that I have to keep reminding myself that they're on. They actually weigh less than 1 ounce. So that's pretty crazy. Now, having done that, let me give it some music and let's see what we can do here. So, obviously you're not going to be able to hear what I'm hearing. Okay, so there's the music. And so I'm hearing the music, but I'm going to get real quiet and just let's go to a little more active spot in this song. And you can see, can you hear what I'm listening to? So it is a pretty private listening experience. As you would expect, it's really mid-range and high. So there's not a lot of bass going on. That's not what you get with this sort of a design. But I think that's a worthy sacrifice if, again, you're listening to voice, you're on a phone call, all of those, it doesn't really matter if you're getting that 20 hertz or something, right? So, you know, it's not an audiophile experience, but it's not intended to be an audiophile experience. This is a different kind of design because now my ears aren't covered. I can hear everything around me. Sometimes I don't want to hear everything around me, and that's when I would use different kind of audio gear. But when I'm in a situation where I need to be able to be alert to what's happening, and I want to be able to listen to something privately, this is a really great solution. So let me just see if I can do one more thing. Let's see if we can get a voice recorder. So here's our recorder. Get started. And I will do that, and let's make sure. So this is the external microphone. So now what you're hearing is you're hearing this microphone on this unit picking up my voice as I'm talking, and it's being recorded on the Google Pixel Android phone. So you can hear that it's actually a really nice quality microphone. And when you hear what the price is, you'll be like, ooh, that's a really interesting possibility for phone calls or like a call center or something. Again, I really could easily forget I have these on my ears at all. Now, let me stop the recording. So it's really easy to work with these. I have to say, after so many Bluetooth devices, having that is so easy. All you need is a little 3.5 millimeter AUX on your computer, your stereo, your TV, your soundbar, your phone, your tablet, whatever. Plug this thing in, boom, you're going. It's done. There's no more work. There's no more hassle. That's why, their instructions are that long. That's all there is to it. And that's because they're telling you how this inline control works. And let me give you a close-up so you can see the different buttons. It's mighty easy to work with. So this is just one of these things where you're gonna pull it out of its box and you'll be using it and enjoying it literally 15 seconds later. It is so straightforward. There is no complication at all. A lot of consumer electronics are tricky. This is not one of them. And it's at a really good price point. So let me tell you about the price, but before I get there, I'm gonna ask if you could subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and we're connected. Great. Now, this, let me take it off so to show you. This is the Avantree RESOLVE wired open ear earphones, and it is $24.99 at Avantree.com. And they sent me a preview pair. These aren't quite on the market yet, but they're gonna look exactly like this. And there's a lot to like here. It's a very different design. It's a very different device too. If you have something like AirPods or Google Buds or something, all of those go in your ears. And that's kind of a mixed experience. These just sit on top and they give you most of the audio experience, but way more comfortable, and you could definitely wear these all day. Heck, you could wear them for weeks because there's no battery because it's not Bluetooth. So much to like here. That's all I got. I'm gonna go back to my music, so I'll have to catch you in my next video.